and we'll fly. Oh, we'll fly away, away, away.
Hello, it's your boy David Off, and welcome back to my Premier League recap. It's going to be done a little bit differently this week. Pretty much, I usually talk about like Arsenal first, then top 4 race, title race, relegation battle, then the rest of it. This week will be done a little bit differently. This week it will be in chronological order, so Saturday first, then Sunday's recap, then the rest of the midweek games pretty much. That's how it's going to go. Saturday started off with a lunchtime kickoff of Fulham v Man City. Man City won it 2-0, and that's what you expect really. You expect City to go there and win, and they did. As for Fulham, it's a very contrasting situation. They were going to go down, and this result almost confirmed it. They were one loss away from being confirmed relegated. Speaking of confirmed relegated, in the 3 o'clock kickoff, Huddersfield lost 2-0 Crystal Palace, which confirmed Huddersfield to be the first team to be officially relegated. And as for Fulham and Huddersfield, they were both not good enough really. I think they both know that, and they can use these remaining games to like try and play for pride and maybe prepare for the next season. And who knows, maybe one day they'll be back in Premier League in the near future. Speaking of relegation, there are 3 candidates to go down with Huddersfield and Fulham, and those were Cardiff, Southampton and Burnley. 2 of them played on Saturday, 2 of them got some big wins. Southampton got a big win at Brighton, and Burnley got a big win over Wolves as well. So yeah, 2 tough games for both of those teams, and they both won it, so that could be a big step for them. Burnley's last 4 games do not look very good, so, and they got to play Cardiff before that as well, so they needed to pick up some points immediately, and they got a decent 3 points, and it could help them by the end of the season. We'll see what happens. Southampton, I think, will survive. I think they got easier fixture list than the other 2 teams, so I think they will stay up for sure, especially after this win as well. I think they'll be fine. I think it's between Burnley and Cardiff. I think Burnley have definitely pulled away quite well. Having said that, you never know. Burnley's last 4 games are tough, and if Cardiff beat them when they meet, then that could change a lot. So I guess we'll see what happens, but it's looking interesting so far. Meanwhile, Leicester beat Bournemouth 2-0. Good win for them. Man United got a win against Watford. Watford have been good this season, so to be fair, it's a pretty good win. It's only narrow. It was a narrow win, but still a good win for United there. They needed that obviously to stay in the top 4 race. I mean, they wouldn't have been out of it if they didn't win, but for sure they needed to win that game. And then the evening kickoff on Saturday, Everton got a great win against West Ham. They're playing pretty well at the moment, Everton, so I'm a bit worried about Sunday, because we played them away on Sunday, and I think we can make top 4 this year, but we probably need to win that game, so that should be interesting. But Everton got a very good win over West Ham away. West Ham have not been too bad this season. They've not been too bad, definitely improved. And yeah, Everton got a decent win over them, so there we go, kept a clean sheet as well. On to Sunday, Cardiff, a relegation contender, lost to Chelsea. They were playing Chelsea obviously, but still, that's a massive blow for them, considering they've got Man City next. And well, I'm recording this before the Man City game, by the way, so that'll be part of this recap, but you'll see after at the end of this video. This is at the moment I'm recording up to Tuesday, then I'm going to like add the other part onto the end. But at this point in time, they have not played City yet, but I will assume that they're going to lose it, and they'll be 5 points off Burnley, which is very worrying for them. But having said that, Burnley's last 4 games are very tough, so I guess anything could happen when you think about it. And Liverpool in the big game beat Tottenham 2-1. That was a great result for Arsenal fans and United fans and Chelsea fans, obviously, because, well, like a few weeks ago, I felt like Tottenham were going to nail 3rd. I still think they'll make top 4 based on their fixtures. I still think they'll make top 4. They got to go to City away, but I think they'll still make it. At the moment, I'm thinking it can be Tottenham and Arsenal at the moment. Might be wrong there. I hope I'm right about Arsenal. I hope I'm right, because I think we can make it. Tottenham have got to go to City. United have got to play City and Chelsea. Chelsea got to play United, obviously. Chelsea got to go to Anfield. A lot could happen. But yeah, but we got tough games as well. We got Wolves away, Watford away, Everton away, Leicester away, Burnley away. I'm sure they'll all be tough. Our away form is not that good, but considering who we are, we should make it. We should make it. On paper, we should, I think, in my opinion. And if we don't, I just think it's not good enough, to be honest with you. Even at this point, like at the start of the season, I thought we can make top 4 possibly, but I wasn't sure of it. At the moment, I think we can do it. It's just a case whether we can step up to the plate and actually face up to our challenges and actually like pick up the points that we need. But it's looking interesting so far. Having said that, there are a few things that I noticed in the Newcastle game that do worry me a little bit. There are some errors being made, especially at the back as well. There are some players that definitely do worry me, especially at the back. So hopefully we can handle our away games pretty well. Like we need to. Our away form needs to be good this month. April is a huge month for us. If we can get through April still in the top 4, that would be huge for us. And I think we can, but it's going to be tough. As for Liverpool, obviously they won 2-1. As I said about the title race earlier, it'll go right down to the wire. So yeah, and obviously we beat Newcastle 2-0, which put us ahead of the pack, just about ahead as well. There's only like before we played, there was 1 point between 3rd and 6th, and now there's 3 points between us. I think United would have overtaken both Spurs and Arsenal if they had won against Wolves. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that Wolves won that game for sure. And it definitely opens it up though, because obviously United have still got those tough games as well against City and Chelsea, but currently it's Arsenal 63, Tottenham 61, United 61, Chelsea 60. United playing 32 games, the other 4 teams are 31 games. The other 3 teams, sorry. So that's pretty interesting. I think even right now, like all 4 teams can make it. All 4 teams, like they're not all gonna make it, but any of the 4 teams have a chance of making it for sure. But at the moment I'm thinking it's either Spurs or Arsenal. I'm sorry, what? I'm thinking it's Spurs and Arsenal. So yeah, that's who I'm thinking makes top 4. And United and Chelsea just miss out. That is my prediction for now. And finally, not finally, but for now, finally, Watford beat Fulham 4-1, which confirmed Fulham to go down. So yeah, there we go. Fulham Huddersfield now confirmed to be relegated, and yeah, and Watford obviously went above Leicester, and they're just a point now behind Wolves, which shows how good they've been, because Wolves have been very good this season and Watford are just a point behind them. So I think they deserve a lot of credit for that as well. So, and they got a semi to play as well in the FA Cup, so they both had some good cup runs. So yeah, that's it for now, but you see me in a second again to just talk briefly about Wednesday's games. Alright, so before Wednesday's games, I was talking about the top 4 race on who's on what points. It's obviously changed now because Tottenham in the new stadium have just won their game against Crystal Palace, which is a good win for them. Their first game in the new stadium.
Finally move into their new stadium when they take on Crystal Palace this week. The innovative arena has a capacity of 62,062, the second highest for a league ground in England behind Old Trafford. It is illuminated by 324 floodlights. The home dressing room has 23 lockers, each equipped with a personalised screen and charging point. The new stadium is totally cashless and there are 878 payment points around the concourses. The 65-metre long goal line bar is the longest in Europe.
I left that playing because you might want to hear that for some reason. I don't know, maybe you like to hear facts about stadiums. I didn't mention her name, I'm pretty sure. Like seriously. Anyway, yeah, new stadium, just moved in obviously. And yeah, Son got the first goal for them as well. He deserves it, I think, based on how he's done this season. And the stadium looks good. I hate to admit it, but it looks really good, to be honest. It looks really good. Anyway, yeah, a big win for them. That puts them into 3rd, and Chelsea beat Brighton 3-0. So the table looks pretty tight now. Tottenham 3rd now on 64. Arsenal 4th on 63, just separated with Chelsea by goal difference. United trailing by a couple points as well. We have got a game in hand, but it's important to point out that it's Wolves away. And Wolves are like just below the top 6. So, and also finally Man City beat Cardiff 2-0. So as you can see at the top right now, City are top by a point. As for Cardiff, they are now 5 points behind Brighton, Southampton and Burnley. Brighton, I think, will stay up, so does Southampton. I still firmly believe that it's between Burnley and Cardiff. I know Burnley are 5 points clear as well, but Burnley's last 4 games are huge for them. They've got 4 big teams. It's going to be tough, and they got Cardiff. Burnley play Cardiff in very soon, so that may be decisive. That game, if Cardiff win that could be huge for them, because that might help them survive. But if Burnley win that game, I think that might be it for Cardiff. So that should be interesting. This video was a bit all over the place for a little bit, so apologies for that. But yeah, there's my recap basically. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.